This is Facebook Marketplace for Dummies, okay? As you guys know, if you follow my channel, I've been doing the 10K Facebook Marketplace Challenge. On this video, I'm going to tell you everything I know about selling on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to tell you how the 10K challenge is going. I'm going to tell you everything that I've sold since the last video. This is episode number 3 of the 10K Facebook Challenge. Let's just jump into it. Here's what you have to know. I've been selling on Facebook Marketplace. It is a selling platform within the social media platform. They don't do payments, so all payments have to be done off platform. Okay, all it is a free classified ad service. Okay, anybody who has a Facebook account can list on there. You can't list from business accounts. You can only list from personal accounts. So you have to list as a person. Now it's free, but they don't handle payments. So basically, Facebook Marketplace is best set up to do local deals in your own city, no shipping, cash or direct transfer. You meet the person, you give them the product. Why do I like selling on Facebook Marketplace? Okay, here's my top 5 reasons or top 10 reasons why I like selling on Facebook Marketplace. It's super easy. You can list in like 2 minutes. You typically don't have to take measurements of stuff. All I do is I take the photos, I put it up there, I put a title, I list any flaws, I say pick up in my neighborhood or delivery for a charge, and that's it. And I just let it ride and see what happens. Then I answer questions in the DMs, but nobody ever asks for measurements. Seriously, they just don't. So it literally takes like 2 minutes to list an item. Now, the other great reason is that it's cash. Most people come to your house, they pick up these items for cash. You can put cash in your pocket. There's no tax. There's no whatever on any of this product you're selling. The other thing that I like about it is that you're selling to the people who live in your area. If you have something in your house, if you have something sitting in your garage, chances are that it's like fishing or skiing or whatever it is, stuff that you want to sell, and somebody else in your area would want to buy that. It's easy for them. They don't have to order it on Amazon or whatever else they got to freaking do. You just put stuff up, list it for reasonable prices, and it sells. I've had a very good sell through with everything I've started to do on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, now I'm like 3 weeks into this challenge, and I've been putting up good numbers. And I even took like a lot of days off. I'm trying to stay consistent. I'm going to get into what I've sold since the last video, which is quite a lot of product here in a minute. But first, I'm going to tell you my tips, okay, for selling on Facebook Marketplace, because this video is Facebook Marketplace for Dummies, okay? Take your photos on your phone. It's very simple. Dump your photos onto your computer, or you can list directly from your phone. It depends how many you're doing. If you're doing a lot, I would recommend doing it from your computer, but I have done a bunch from my phone. You can list on the fly. It's so easy. The number one tip, though, is that you want to get on local pages in your area. So I'm on the Squamish online buy and sell page that I can cross list to. I'm on the Whistler buy and sell page that I can cross list to. I'm on Outdoor Enthusiasts buy and sell page I can cross list to. There's like a group of like 5 selling pages within my geographical area that I can list these items onto. You want to get on those groups because more people will see your item. Very important. And when you list, it actually says list in more places. You go through, you tick the boxes of those pages, and it goes up. It's so simple. You want to be selling name brand products on there. You know, if it's name brand, if it has some value, you're going to do better with it, okay? Now, people will search for name brand stuff, and they just trust name brands more, so it's an easier sell. You don't have to like upsell it and try to get all fancy with it. It's name brand, it just sells. You know, be very diligent with people in the DMs. Oftentimes, people aren't checking Facebook, so they'll send you that first message, and then you'll hit them, and they won't message you back. Make sure you do follow-up messages all the time. Hit those people again. Are you still interested? I'm going to be around this day. Do you want to come by? Blah, blah, blah. Make it happen. And then if they say no, fine, they're out, but at least you know that's a dead link, or they're going to come by it. Something very important. I think after like a week or a week and a half, you can bump your listing back up. So anything that doesn't sell, bump it back up. You have to manually go in and mark things sold, which for a long time I wasn't doing, but now that I'm really trying to be consistent on here, I do go mark things sold. And just to keep it organized so I'm not getting messages for things that are sold out. Very important. Mark your stuff sold. Also, if you're going to bump it, you can lower the prices and keep cutting until it sells. If it's something that's sitting around, you don't really care what you're going to get for it. Just freaking lower the price till it sells. Or whatever, or pull it off, whatever you got to do. But like I'm probably sitting at like a 70% sell through of things that I've listed so far. And again, I haven't been the most consistent, but I'm trying to stay on top of it. Okay, that's my 101 for how to list on Facebook Marketplace. It's simple, it's easy. Honestly, like now that I'm doing this could be like a good side hustle where you're making like 100, 200 bucks a day extra. I'm not really making that kind of money yet, but again, I haven't been that consistent. And I think if I was really trying to buy specifically for Facebook Marketplace, I could easily be making that money if I was doing like the 5 to 10 a day consistently, good products, name brand products that we're going to sell. And I'll keep running this test because I'm going to do this all the way to 10K and maybe beyond. And I'll keep doing these videos and keep filling you in on how it's going for me. Okay, so this is episode number 3 of the 10K challenge. Up until episode number 2, I was at $715. If you want to see what I sold for my first $715, go watch episode number 2. But since episode number 2, here's what I've sold, okay? I sold another cooler for 40 bucks. Picture of it right here. Just a cooler. You put your beers in or your lunch in, whatever, regular old cooler, 40 bucks. I sold an ammo case, which is like a old antique ammo case that I had for a display piece. Sold that for 25 bucks. It's like it would hold bullets. But I do think you can go buy these things. I sold that for 25 bucks. I feel like you could go buy this at like a military surplus dealer's place for like 10 bucks maybe. Like there's probably money to be made there. The other thing I want to say about this whole challenge is now that I'm doing this and I'm seeing what sells, it's kind of giving me an idea of like what I could go thrift and sell directly because, you know, I'm just selling what I have sitting around my house. But why the heck wouldn't I go buy something at the thrift for 5 bucks and make 20 bucks if it takes me 2 minutes to list it and it's local, it's cash. Like this is just extra cash. You know, I have a vintage clothing business that is quite large and you know, this isn't like I need this money, but this is just a fun way for me to clear out my crap, learn something while I'm doing it and educate you guys. But, you know, if I see something that's going to flip on here real easy, I'm going to be grabbing it from now on. Okay. I sold the boat. I talked about the boat on episode number 2. I ended up selling it to another fisherman, super nice guy. I had that listed for $500. I ended up selling it for $300. I really wanted to get rid of it. So I got my money back of what I paid out of that boat. I didn't want it anymore, so like it was a net zero for me, but I got to use it a few times. I'm happy with it. 300 bucks on the boat. I sold another snowboard for 100 bucks. This was another kid's snowboard that my kids have grown out of right here. Don't need it. They sell for like 180 or 175 new. Got 100 bucks for the used one right here. Sold a broken bike. This mountain bike that was my kids' had part of the gear crank in the back was like totally busted, falling off, gone. It's going to probably take at least 100, 150 bucks to get this bike like fully functional again. Sold this bike for 100 bucks. Totally broken. Yes, but someone's going to get a $500 value bike. I mean, it's a very used bike, but someone's going to get a good, decent bike for $250 maybe after repairs, which is a good deal for them. Good deal for me because it was busted. My kids grew out of it anyway. Sold this self-watering dog bowl for 10 bucks. Whoop-de-doo, but 10 more bucks. It was just sitting there. I don't use this one anymore. I have another one now that I use. Sold another snowboard for 50 bucks. I had it listed for 100. I cut it to 75. The guy came and I'm like, take it for 50 bucks. I don't need it. I'm not going to ride it. It wasn't really a name brand, meaning that it was harder to sell because it was like a promo board for A-Life, which is cool for streetwear people, but no one really gives a shit about it. So 50 bucks for this snowboard. So that is a total of another 625 bucks. Okay. This is episode number 3. I've been doing this for like 3 weeks. I'm now up to 1340. Okay. So I'm over 10% to my 10 grand. It's not crazy numbers, but that's $1,300 extra I've made from stuff that's sitting around my house. Everything I've sold so far was sitting around my house. That's $1,340 of crap. And the other thing is, let's talk about this for a minute. Storage. Everybody out there is buying storage to keep their crap, right? You're paying for storage. So I'm paying $500 a month for a big storage unit, right? Now, if I can get that storage unit empty, so that storage unit cost me $6,000 a year. That's a crap load of money. The minute I get that empty and I stop paying that, I've saved myself $6,000 a year. So you can literally be like, I just made an extra $6,000. If you're saving $6,000 a year, you made an extra $6,000 a year. It's exactly the same thing. So I'm going to probably turn everything in that storage locker into like the 10 grand, and I'm going to make $6,000 a year. So now you could say like, that's worth $16,000 instead of the 10. You're losing money every time you pay those stupid storage fees, and the value of your goods is going down. So if you have something worth $100, but you've stored it for 10 years, and say it costs you $5 a month to store it, you lost all the money in that thing. There's only, you've way outpaid in storage that the value of that thing holds. What is the point? So keeping collectibles in a storage unit, unless those collectibles are increasing in value more than the cost of your storage unit every month, it's not worth it. It's stupid. It's simple math. So hope that inspired you guys to go out and do this. Get rid of your storage units. Follow along. Like this video. Click the little bell there, guys, to get notified when I drop my next Facebook Marketplace 10K challenge vid. Hope you learned something, and hope you're selling all your own shit. And that's it for today. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.